Hello, everybody. This is Ron talking to you from the Erasmus Academy Recording Studios in Brooklyn, New York. And our guest speaker today is Jeff. And if you heard the first section, you uh, heard about this approach in studying German. This text, I'll just pull down the title here, Der Weg zum Lesen, out of Middlebury College, is unique in that it gives you 3 stages of exercises following the reading of this small text. One which asks you to put together the sentence to supply the verbs first. Secondly, to put all the parts of the sentence together so that it's a well-constructed sentence. And then translating from English directly into German is the 3rd stage. Okay, so we're going to read aloud, and Jeff will repeat after me, and please repeat with him. And then I'll ask him questions about the sentence as we unpack it, and then we'll get to a meaning of the translation together. You all set, Jeff?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Let's see if you can see my mark first of all. Can you see that on the screen?
I can.
Okay, going from here. Frau Blum fürchtet, der Milchmann könnte ihr böse sein. Everybody?
Frau Blum fürchtet, der Milchmann könnte ihr böse sein.
Good. Great. So in this first up to the comma, fürchtet means fear. So Frau Blum is afraid. And then from here, where's the verb complex up to the comma there, Jeff? From here to...
Könnte sein.
Good. So it's a verb complex. This is a modal auxiliary. He could be. And böse as a könnte böse sein is an idiom meaning that he could be mad at somebody. Plus the dative. So this is the dative case here. So how would you translate that first line up to the comma here?
Miss Blum is afraid that the milkman could be mad at her.
Exactly, yeah. Going on. Der Milchmann könnte schlecht denken von ihr. Everybody?
Der Milchmann könnte schlecht denken von ihr.
Ihr Topf ist verbeult.
Ihr Topf ist verbeult.
Good. So again, you have a könnte, and then denken is the full verb complex. And how would you translate that?
The milkman could think ill of her.
Good. So schlecht is, and this is actually an adverb here. Schlecht poorly, could think poorly about her. Von takes the dative, that's why this is the dative form here. And then going on, ihr Topf ist verbeult. So her milk jar or jug is battered. So it's just the verb is just ist with a predicate adjective there. Going on, der Milchmann kennt den verbeulten Topf. Es ist der von Frau Blum. Everybody?
Der Milchmann kennt den verbeulten Topf. Es ist der von Frau Blum.
Up to the comma, where's the verb?
Kennt.
Good. So he knows, so the milkman knows. Then you have a direct object, that's why it's den. What gender is Topf, and how can you tell? Den.
Masculine.
Good. It's good. It's masculine. Good. It's den. If this were a feminine noun, it would be die. If it were neuter, it would be das. So the definite article will always change depending upon the case and then the gender of the nouns that they modify. Okay. Es ist der von Frau Blum. Now this der is a demonstrative pronoun. It's just a little bit colloquial in style. So it is the one, i.e. the jug of Frau Blum. Going on. Sie nimmt meistens 2 Liter und 100 Gramm Butter. Everybody?
Sie nimmt meistens 2 Liter und 100 Gramm Butter.
Where's the verb in that sentence?
Nimmt.
I almost underlining it before I ask you. Okay, this comes from Naaman, and the strong verbs have this characteristic in the second and third person singular where there's a vowel change. So the first person singular I take would be ich nehme, du nimmst, you, somebody familiar with you, takes, and nimmt, and then it goes back to wir nehmen as you work through the conjugation. So she takes mostly, adverb, 2 liters, i.e. of milk, and 100 grams of butter. Going on, der Milchmann kennt Frau Blum.
Der Milchmann kennt Frau Blum.
Würde man ihn nach ihr fragen, würde er sagen?
Würde man ihn nach ihr fragen, würde er sagen.
Okay, looking at this sentence by itself, you have two subjunctives. Würde fragen is the verb complex, and again, würde sagen there. And where's the subject, Jeff, in the first part?
Man.
Man is automatically the subject, so that we underline that there, and we try to box the verb complex. Würde fragen. So if you have a verb first construction here, and the subjunctive on the second side, it really makes this conditional. So if one were or would ask would ask him, if somebody else would ask him, i.e. the milkman, direct object, and then you would show that the fragen transfers its action to the direct object, asks him about her, he would say, and going on. So würde fragen, he would, if one would ask, then he would say, etc. So subjunctive on both sides. Frau Blum nimmt 2 Liter und 100 Gramm. We've heard that before. Go ahead.
Frau Blum nimmt 2 Liter und 100 Gramm.
Sie hat einen verbeulten Topf.
Sie hat einen verbeulten Topf.
Und eine gut lesbare Schrift.
Und eine gut lesbare Schrift.
He's somewhat repetitive here, but that's okay. This is new, good news. New news here. Eine gut lesbare Schrift. Notice the Schrift is a feminine noun, so it's eine instead of einen. And gut, without an ending, serves as an adjective. So you could say a fine or a very good, legible handwriting. Going on. Der Milchmann macht sich keine Gedanken. Everybody.
Der Milchmann macht sich keine Gedanken.
If you look down here, sich Gedanken machen is to think about or to worry about something as an idiom. So the milkman is not worrying. Literally makes himself no thoughts, if you were to translate it very literally, but doesn't worry about. Frau Blum macht keine Schulden. Go on.
Frau Blum macht keine Schulden.
So he's not worried because Frau Blum is not making any debts or any things that she doesn't pay back. Okay, let's take a look at down here, the text, the questions here, where you supply the right verb form. You want to do say 7, 8, and 9. I'll just read the first part, and then you can fill in the rest of the sentence. Number 7, Frau Blum. Go ahead.
Denkt.
Keep going.
Dass man den Milchmann kennen sollte.
Good. Number 8. Read the whole sentence.
Steht sehr früh auf.
Great. So Jeff put the several prefix auf right at the end of the sentence. That's where it belongs. And German has a lot of sorts of constructions that give their sentences a lot of symmetry, which I like. How about number 9? The whole thing.
Man sollte 4 Uhr aufstehen, den Milchmann kennenzulernen.
Good. How about this number 8 and 9 in the second stage, where you have to really put the sentences together with all the forms? Go ahead. Number 8.
Steht sehr früh auf.
Good. Number 9.
Man soll 4 Uhr aufstehen, den Milchmann kennenzulernen.
Great, good job. Okay, well, thanks so much, everybody. And can you imagine just putting this sentence together, having gone through these stages of working through the text, answering these questions about supplying the right verb forms, and then actually reconstructing the sentences with these elements. Great job. Okay, thanks so much for tuning in, and look forward to seeing you at a later presentation. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye-bye.